Good morning and welcome to Weather HQ. I'm Paolo del Rosario. Today's headlines. President Bongbong Marcos calls for more investments and financing mechanisms in the sector of disaster risk reduction. Heavy rains caused flash floods in Chennai, India. The details on global weather. And a pair of pandas from China get a new home in the US. Let's take a look at today's forecast coming from Pag-asa. The easterlies remain to be the dominant weather system affecting the country, particularly in Luzon and the eastern section of Visayas, as you can see over here. Now, residents here in Metro Manila and the rest of Luzon and eastern Visayas as well should expect partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms. Now, these areas must prepare for severe thunderstorms, especially in the afternoon. Same weather conditions also expected for the rest of the country, particularly in western Visayas and Mindanao. But isolated rains caused by localized thunderstorms will be present as well. As for our sea conditions, there is still no gale warning in effect, allowing seafarers to venture out safely. Light to moderate sea conditions are expected for the whole country, but always take the necessary precautions as weather conditions can change unexpectedly. Stay safe and enjoy your time on the water. Let's take a look at the weather conditions in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, starting off with Luzon. Now, due to the easterlies, the eastern parts of the region will experience warm and humid weather conditions, particularly alongside Lawag, Tuguegarao, Olongapo, and Metro Manila, right down over here. Now, Puerto Princesa and Legazpi will also have similar weather conditions. These areas have a 10 to 20% chance of rain with temperatures ranging from around 24 to 33 degrees Celsius. And as usual, ibang-iba ang Baguio. Take a look at Baguio over here, 24 degrees being the high and 17% is the low over in Baguio. Now, Tagaytay will also have relatively cooler weather. There, it'll be 22 degrees to 30 degrees Celsius, as you can see right over here. So Baguio and Tagaytay, those there, enjoy the cooler weather compared to the rest of Luzon. Let's go to Visayas. Generally, fair weather conditions are expected, but the eastern section, particularly Tacloban, right over here, 60% chance of rainfall. Take a look at Bacolod, Metro Cebu, and Iloilo as well. Those areas have around 40% chance of rain. Temperatures in these regions, or these areas rather, will have around 26 to 33 degrees Celsius as the average temperatures. As you can see here, Iloilo, Bacolod, both of them having similar temperatures. And as we mentioned a while ago, Tacloban probably experiencing a bit more rain compared to the rest of the region. Going down south to Mindanao, specifically Cagayan de Oro, Metro Davao, and Zamboanga, 30 to 40% chance of rain in the entire area, given the high temperatures of 33 degrees though around in Metro Davao and 34 degrees in Zamboanga. It is crucial to ensure that you stay properly hydrated and maintain a cool environment whenever you are out and about. Now, monitoring local weather forecasts is recommended as weather conditions have the potential to change. As we mentioned a while ago, Zamboanga over here, 34 degrees Celsius being the high. The people in the area, kindly make sure that you stay hydrated and that you stay safe. Now, let's see if the weather will be suitable for the rest of your plans this week. Here's the 3-day weather forecast coming from Pag-asa. Let's go straight to Olongapo first. Well, generally fair weather conditions are expected in the next 3 days. Low chance of rain all up until Saturday, so you might as well enjoy driving up north and getting some vitamin C for that beautiful skin. Visit their beautiful beaches, but don't forget to apply your sunscreen because temperatures could raise up to 33 degrees Celsius. Again, that will be the same all the way up to Saturday, 33 degrees coming from Thursday, Friday, and Saturday over at Olongapo. If that makes you smile, let's go to the city of smiles. Let's go to Bacolod. The weather for the next 3 days is expected to be partly cloudy with a high probability of rain and rain showers and thunderstorms as well. This expected rainfall may balance the weather and ease the heat because temperatures are still forecasted to remain high, reaching up to around 33 degrees Celsius over on Friday and on Saturday. So when it does start raining, if it ever does, make sure you enjoy those moments because temperatures expected to remain high. Let's go to Cagayan de Oro. Generally fair weather conditions are expected and there is a low chance of rain. Now, Cagayan de Oro offers plenty of activities, especially with the good weather. You might as well go out and enjoy the local cuisine and try out different restaurants, different types of street food. Don't miss out on the local delicacies like pastil, halo-halo, and everything that could help you deal with the high temperatures, by the way. That could raise up to 32 degrees all the way up till Saturday. As you can see here, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in Cagayan de Oro City, a bit hot. So make sure you do stay cool. Halo-halo could do the trick. Now when we return, we'll speak with Pag-asa about the La Nina phenomenon. Keep it here on BNC, the Billionaire News Channel. Welcome back. You're still watching Weather HQ. I'm Paolo del Rosario. President Bongbong Marcos calls for more investments and financing mechanisms in the sector of disaster risk reduction. At the opening of the Asia-Pacific Ministerial Conference on Disaster Risk Reduction, he says the matter not only lies in the hands of the government, but also the private sector. The president adds the nation must always be prepared to face any threats from natural hazards.
Resilience and sustainability must underpin the national agenda of our economy. This recognizes that all our efforts in economic planning are fragile in the face of calamities and disaster. For us, the stakes are existential, the consequences generational.
Now, what kind of weather conditions can we expect in the last quarter of the year? We have with us on the phone, Ana Solis, Pag-asa's Climate Monitoring and Prediction Section Chief. Magandang umaga, Ms. Ana. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yes, good morning, Sir Paulo, and all the listeners sa ating program today. Good morning po, everyone.
Good morning, Ms. Ana. So, based on your monitoring po, what is the latest update on La Nina? Is there any chance for La Nina's formation, at least towards the end of the year?
Well, as of now, based on latest Pag-asa's monitoring about El Nino or La Nina, so it's still cool and so neutral conditions. So meaning nandito po tayo sa La Nina alert. So still there is possibility of around more than 60% that La Nina may form in the coming months. But it could be a weak or short-lived La Nina. That is why for now, La Nina-like condition is still possible in the next 6 months here in our country.
Ms. Ana, are we on the alert level considering the number of typhoons that we had last month po?
Yes, because since La Nina only increases the likelihood of having above normal rainfall conditions, so despite there's still no tropical cyclone present in the Philippine area of responsibility right now, so we have just a transition. So we are now in transition period from the southwest monsoon to northeast monsoon. So meaning the northeast monsoon season could be prevalent in the next couple of days maybe, and makikita natin na yung mga possible na mga rainfall formation due to weather systems such as tropical cyclone as well. So in the next at least week 3 of this October, there's a potential tropical cyclone development that might bring rains to the eastern section of our country.
Ma'am, I know you mentioned a while ago there could be the potential tropical cyclones forming, especially if this persists. Pero do we have an estimate of how many tropical cyclones we are expecting to enter the PAR?
Mm-hmm. So as of now, around 2 to 3 tropical cyclone is potential to develop or enter the Philippine area of responsibility this coming October. But from October to December, before this year ends, around 4 to 7 tropical cyclones might still affect our country.
Ma'am, what would the impact of the tropical cyclones be if the La Nina persists in the country?
So meaning whenever there is a tropical cyclone present during the northeast monsoon and also La Nina or La Nina-like condition, so it will enhance weather systems that might affect our country, that might bring a lot of rains and also increase probability. Itong mga cyclones natin, it could be rain-bearing tropical cyclones and hopefully naman yung medyo malalakas na bagyo, but there are instances that during pre-developing La Nina or peak La Nina, our country also experiences typhoon and super typhoon category. It might directly hit our country or indirectly hit our country na pwedeng hindi tumatama sa kalupaan or it might make landfall. So we need to be cautious and be prepared for these coming months before this year ends.
Thank you for the information po. Miss Anna, of course, right now, the holiday season, fast approaching. Sinasabi nga natin kapag burr months talaga yan kasi it's a bit colder. But can we expect colder months moving forward from this point po?
Yes, of course. So when northeast monsoon will become prevalent in the next couple of days, actually we are counting the days, not months, that we might experience the onset of our northeast monsoon. So meaning medyo magiging cooler than usual na yung mga hangin na iihip, especially dito sa may parte ng mountainous Luzon area, including Car and Baguio and other mountainous areas of our country.
So ma'am, you mentioned it only days away, at least yung expectation. To the public po who plan to go on vacation over the holidays, do you have any advice po on what to pack, especially in the next few weeks, considering na baka nga lumamig dito sa Pilipinas?
Yeah, still firstly, laging titingin sa advisory or weather forecast, daily weather forecast coming from Pag-asa. So just visit our website, pagasa.dost.gov.ph para lagi tayong handa whenever ano yung mga plans natin sa ating mga gagawin sa araw-araw. And also, keep on monitoring sa mga possible na mga advisories and warnings being issued by Pag-asa. So meron tayong go bag and emergency kit, always bring this.
All right. Thank you very much, Miss Anna Solis of Pag-asa. Of course, you mentioned you can check out Pag-asa. You can also watch us here on Weather HQ. Maraming salamat, Miss Anna. All right, so coming up next, global weather. Stay tuned to Weather HQ. Welcome back to Weather HQ. Let's take a look at the weather around the world. Heavy rains and flash floods submerged the roads in India's southern Chennai city, disrupting the daily routine of citizens. People and vehicles had to navigate through flooded streets as severe waterlogging occurred because of the downpour. Many schools and businesses were closed. According to local media, the state government announced a public holiday for schools and government offices in Chennai and the surrounding districts on Wednesday. Chennai residents can expect partly cloudy skies with high temperatures ranging from 24 to 36 degrees Celsius. However, next 3 days, the weather is forecasted to improve, which could help in reducing the water level in flooded areas. As you can see, sunny weather expected on Friday and Saturday in particular, with Thursday being a bit cloudy, but still the sun should shine there as well. Moving on to Australia. The Australian Bureau of Meteorology says in a 2-week update that the likelihood of a La Nina weather event in the coming months has decreased, and if it appears, it will be weak and short-lived. Its in-house climate model suggests La Nina will not develop, and 4 of the 6 other climate models it surveys now agree. Other meteorologists have also become less confident that a La Nina will emerge. La Nina and El Nino are caused by the cooling and warming of sea surface temperatures of the western South America. The developments of La Nina and its opposite El Nino are of huge importance to global agriculture, with La Nina typically increasing rainfall in eastern Australia and Southeast Asia, as well as India, and reducing rainfall in the Americas. A U.S. government forecaster said last week there was a 60% chance of La Nina emerging by the end of November that will persist through January until March next year. A month earlier, it was said that a 71% chance of forming La Nina. Residents in Adelaide will experience partly cloudy with isolated rain showers. Temperatures is a bit high that may reach up to 30 degrees. In Albany, same weather conditions is expected, but the temperature is cooler at 19 degrees. Different situation in Canberra and Sydney. Residents will experience cloudy skies with light rains there as well. So as you can see, a bit wet compared to the rest of Australia in Albany and Adelaide. Melbourne experiencing the same. Adelaide being a bit more hot compared to the rest of the region, but with Sydney and Canberra having a bit of wet weather to deal with, residents there should adjust accordingly. Now, residents will experience cloudy skies with the light chances of rains. The temperature, of course, there will be at 19 degrees in Canberra. Highest will be in Sydney, and the temperature with a low of 13 degrees Celsius. All right, so of course, Melbourne residents there should expect partly cloudy skies, isolated rain showers with cool temperatures of around 16 degrees. Let's go on to China, where we have some cute news for you. A pair of pandas are now at the National Zoo over in China. The zoo has been without black and white bears, one of its most popular attractions, for nearly a year. China sent the pandas as part of an agreement announced earlier this year by US and Chinese government officials intended to warm relations between the two superpowers. The zoo returned 3 other giant pandas, 2 adults and their cub, which had been on loan from China. The new male and female pandas, named Baoli and Qingbao, arrived at Dulles International Airport on a FedEx plane, transported in large white crates with breathing holes along the side, and were driven by truck to the zoo. Baoli and Qingbao will stay inside the National Zoo's Panda House for 30 days under quarantine. That's Weather HQ for today. Join me again tomorrow, whatever the weather, here on the BNC, the Billionaire News Channel.